Travel warning for green card, H-1B, and F-1 visa holders. Don't leave the country unless needed. Indian nationals in the U.S., including H-1B visa holders, international students, and green card holders, are being urged to avoid international travel due to visa delays, security checks, and possible detention. Recent changes to interview waiver rules and extreme vetting have worsened these challenges. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Indian nationals in the U.S., including H-1B visa holders and green card holders, are advised by immigration attorneys to avoid traveling abroad due to delays in visa stamping, security checks, and potential detention. Changes to interview waiver eligibility and extreme vetting are causing significant delays. Attorneys recommend having contingency plans and applying for U.S. citizenship if eligible. Immigration attorneys in the United States are advising Indian nationals, including H-1B visa holders, international students, and even green card holders, to avoid traveling outside the country. Although India is not on any proposed travel ban list, attorneys say travelers are facing delays in visa stamping, tighter security checks, and even detention at U.S. airports. Kripal Upadhyay, a Seattle-based immigration attorney, told TOI's Lubna Kabli, as heartless as this may seem, foreign nationals, especially those needing renewal of H-1B or F-1 visa stamps, need to think twice about leaving the U.S. right now. The U.S. Department of State recently changed eligibility requirements for interview waiver or drop box appointments. Earlier, anyone who had been issued a non-immigrant visa, except visitor visas, could apply for a waiver if their visa expired within 48 months. Now, Dropbox is limited only to applicants renewing the same category of visa that expired within the last 12 months. Upadhyay explained that international students with an F-1 visa who now need an H-1B visa must wait for a regular interview slot. Similarly, if an H-1B visa holder's previous visa expired more than 12 months ago, they are not eligible for Dropbox and must also wait for an interview. Snell Buttra, managing attorney at MPZ Law Group, told TOI, delays due to visa appointment availability is only part of the concern. We know of individuals who are stuck in administrative processing for no apparent reason other than additional scrutiny and security clearances. This should not have happened if the individual has been previously approved for a visa multiple times. I think we can expect to see extreme vetting similar to the tenure of the earlier Trump administration. Attorneys are also warning that even after an H-1B is approved by U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, consular officers can refuse the visa and send the application back for re-adjudication, Upadhyay noted. In a situation like this, employees outside the country will be stuck for several months, 4 to 6 months minimum, before they can return to the U.S. Rajiv S. Khanna, managing attorney at Immigration.com, advised if travel is unavoidable, visa applicants and their employers should also try to have contingency plans in case of delayed stamping, such as continuing work from their home country. Green card holders are also facing increased scrutiny. Immigration attorneys report a rise in cases where green card holders, including Indians, are being subjected to secondary inspection and even overnight detention by U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers. Elderly Indians who stay in the U.S. with their children but spend months in India are particularly vulnerable. Attorneys are now urging green card holders who have not applied for American citizenship, especially those living in the U.S. for decades, to apply for citizenship and avoid travel until they have secured American passports. Given the increasing risks, immigration attorneys strongly advise Indian nationals, especially H-1B visa holders and green card holders, to reconsider travel plans. Unexpected visa processing delays, security checks, and potential detentions could lead to prolonged stays outside the U.S. Those eligible for U.S. citizenship are encouraged to apply to secure their status and avoid re-entry issues.
Travel warning for green card, H-1B and F-1 visa holders don't leave the country unless needed. Indian nationals in the US, including H-1B visa holders, international students, and green card holders, are being advised by immigration attorney to avoid international travel due to delays in our visa stamping, security checks, and potential detention. Changes to interview, waiver eligibility, and extreme waiting have was Senate. These issues, the U.S. Department of State recently revised the rule for dropout appointments. Previously, applicants with expired non-immigrant visas within 48 months could apply for a waiver. Now, only those renewing the same visa category within 12 months qualify. This affects students transitioning from F-1 to H-1B visas and H-1B holders whose visas expired over a year ago, causing them to undergo regular interviews. Seattle-based immigration attorney Kripa Upadhyay warns that foreign nationals needing H-1B or F-1 visa renewals should reconsider traveling abroad. Attorney Snehal Batra highlights that visa appointments delay are not the only concern. Many applicants face prolonged administrative processing and security checks without a clear result. She notes that extreme rating, similar to the Trump administration era, is making comeback even after H-1B approvals from USCIS counselor. Officers can deny visas and send applications for re-adjudication, leading to delays of 4 to 6 months. Green card holders are also experiencing increased scrutiny. Immigration lawyers report a rise in a secondary inspection and overnight detention by U.S. Customs and border protection officers. Some green card holders, particularly elderly individuals who frequently travel between the U.S. and India, are being pressured to voluntarily surrender their status. Those spending extended periods in India are at a greater risk. Rajiv S. Khanna, an immigration attorney, advises visa applicants and employers to prepare contingency plans such as remote work agreements in case of delays. Attorneys also stress that green card holders who have lived in the US or decades should apply for US citizenship as soon as they are eligible. Indian nationals, particularly H-1B holders and green card holders, face increasing difficulties with visa processing and re-entry, making international travel a significant risk. Immigration attorneys strongly recommended caution and alternative planning to avoid prolonged separation from the US.